So what's up everybody, Byron here from ETA, and we're finishing out our review of this beautiful longboard here. So it came stock with 69 millimeter Easy Rider wheels. However, the 69 millimeter is just not nice enough for most of the riding that I do around here on Maui. So we're going to be testing out the OJs. These are 75 millimeter by 65 millimeter wide wheels. They are a 78A durometer. I'm just going to set this up so you can see the difference. Boop. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. There you go. That's maybe a little more accurate of a comparison there. So, just right off the bat, I'm not a fan of these, the color of the OJs, but that's all good. I don't really care how it looks as long as it works and it does what I intend it to do. Once again, this is the Arbor Collective Zeppelin 38-inch longboard. Really looking forward to getting out there and seeing what it'll do. We are out here at Kapolani Beach. As always, wear a helmet. It's a fairly inexpensive helmet with MIPS. Does everything that I need it to do. Anyway, so we're going to work on our foot braking a little bit, because the more you ride, the more you need to practice, the better you get. It's a learned set of skills. Nobody is a born rider. I don't care what people will tell you in their skate histories and things like that. You have to get out and you just got to do it, man. Doesn't matter what board you have. Find one you like. Find one that's comfortable. Get out and get after it. If you want to go from analog to digital and get you an electric skateboard, highly recommend it. A lot of fun. Honestly, it's some of the most fun I've had. As you guys can see, I'm starting to get a little bit tan finally. Definitely getting enough sun. We're only going to be out today, maybe 2 miles out, 2 miles back, so hopefully a total of 4 miles. I don't know. That's the thing about skating. You just go till you don't have fun anymore, and then you go home, right? Close out the Arbor Skateboard. So a couple of things that I just want to go over. Some of the things that I really like about the board: it's very comfortable. It's got a great profile. Very, very, very comfortable. Do I have any complaints about this board? No, not really. It's a great board. Paris trucks are wonderful trucks. People have been raving about them for years, for a reason. Though I really wish, and Arbor Skateboards, I hope you can make wheels like this in the 100 millimeter size. Because I think this board with 100 millimeter wheels, with this compound, these are great wheels. They're very, very comfortable, even over cracks. They really take a lot of the staying out of riding. I don't know how these OJs are going to perform. I've never ridden OJs before. And to be honest, I had kind of planned on just ordering a set of 100 millimeter MBS wheels. But I try to support local skate shops whenever possible. You should too. This is what they had. They were pretty cheap. If I'm not happy with these wheels, it's not the end of the world for me. I'll just go back and order the 100 millimeter MBS and be done with it. The MBS wheels are a nice big diameter wheel. They are an all-terrain wheel. However, all-terrain does not mean take it through loose dirt, sand, and things like that. It just means that if you're not skating on perfect asphalt, it'll be fairly well suited for what you're trying to do. They're not the greatest wheels in the world. They're very similar to the cloud wheels for the e-boarders that are out there watching this. They don't have a full contact patch like a standard urethane wheel will. So basically the point is that you can go over and through more things and get thrown off your board a lot less. That's the other thing. I'm skating at analog today, so I'm not going very fast. I'm just about cruising. I'm hoping to do 1 to 2 miles out, and I'm going to be going into the wind the entire time. And when I come back, I'm going to have the wind at my back, which is going to help to push me. Just in case anybody cares, these are Bones Reds that I got inside the OJ wheels. These are the bearings that come with the Arbors. They're just Arbor Skateboards ABEX 7. They're just a generic friggin' Chinese 608 skate bearing. It's nothing fancy. I personally prefer the SKFs. Do I feel the SKFs perform better or worse in an analog skate or a traditional skateboard? Honestly, I got the Bones Reds because they were 16 bucks, and I didn't want to take apart the Arbor bearings. I wanted to keep those separate. So later on in the future, I just pop them out, pop them back on. Maybe if I go out on this path, for example, and the path is a great path and it's good concrete and I don't have cracks and sticks and things like that to contend with, I might actually come back to the car and swap those Arbor wheels back on, because those Arbor wheels are a very nice, very high rebound wheel. These OJs, they're not what I would call a high rebound wheel. So I do believe I'm going to get a little bit more shock, which is why we're rocking the footprints today. These are the footprint velocities. I still absolutely love these. Best shoes I've found for skating, hands down, especially if you're a fat bastard, you're out of shape, or you just, don't want to beat your feet up. Whether you're doing long distance on an e-skate, or you're, just farting around town with your standard skateboard. They're great. Link down in the description. I have them set up right now with the King Foam insoles, and then these are the footprint velocities. I love these so much, I literally want to buy another pair of these for work. So the days that I don't have to wear my boots to work, I can, get away with rocking something like this. Anyway, this is Byron. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm just going to do a hyperlapse of the skate footage. Just keep it a little interesting, keep it nice and short today. Deuces. What's up, everybody? Byron here. We're back now. As you can see, all sweaty and nasty. I did a total of 3 miles. I did 1.56 out and 1.56 back. Give or take 7 kilometers for you international folks. The OJ wheels are great. I didn't really like them for about the first mile or so, but I noticed there was like a coating on the wheels, right? So after about the, I'd say 1.6K mark, give or take, I noticed the wheels got a lot more grippier. They got a lot more stable. So I think maybe there's just some kind of like preservative or whatever on these. Show you what I'm talking about here. So you see how it's all shiny here? It's nice and dull here. Part of that is the dirt, yes, of course. But that shiny part is really, really slick. And then when I rub the bottom of it, it is not slippery at all. So they are actually pretty grippy, and they do improve with time. So there we go. Personal technical difficulties with the old camera setup here. So is this board right for you, and who's this board for? If you're a guy like me and you're just a dude who likes to cruise, you're not looking for crazy downhill stuff or anything like that, this is the board for you. Arbor, you guys build a great board. I'm sure you already know that. I'm sure you've got tons and tons of happy customers. They allegedly plant a tree for every board that is born into the world, if you will. I don't know that they do. I don't know that they don't. As much as I'm all about sustainable economics and things like that, I've found typically when push comes to shove and you really analyze a lot of these companies, the carbon tax or carbon credits and all that other, it's just horse shit. Arbor boards, I hope you're not. I hope you're doing what you say you're doing. Doesn't really bother me. Y'all build a hell of a skateboard. These Paris trucks are great, very carvy. Did get into a situation where I ended up going a lot faster than I wanted to be. It was probably about 6 to 7 miles an hour, which may not seem like it's all that fast, especially given my history with riding e-boards and things like that. But when you're not intending to go that fast and you're not planning to go that fast and you end up going that fast, it gets interesting. The boards the wheels absolutely grip the ground perfectly. I went over, the part that was a little nerve-wracking was I was going over some gravel at the time, so there was a concern about a sudden stop, and well, it's less the sudden stop and more like the impact at the end of that stop. So just keep your weight on the forward axle, ride through it, and if you can't, step off the board. 6 miles an hour is a little bit quick to step off of a board, honestly, but it's not that bad. It's not unachievable. I still have to work on my foot braking. As I build up my legs a little bit more from analog boarding, and I start getting back into the gym, as my balance and coordination and everything improves, so does my foot braking ability. That is one thing that longboard or the e-boards, electric skateboards, I've seen a lot of people that ride those boards that do not know actually how to foot brake, and I would love to say that that's not me, but I have gotten out of the practice of it, so now I have to get back into the practice of it. As with everything, go slow, take your time, build your skills, build your toolbox, and then eventually you'll rock out. So this is Byron. Y'all have a great rest of your day. It's about 90-something Fahrenheit out here now, so I'm a little hot, I'm a little sweaty. 3 miles, I hit 160 heart rate for a good portion of that. Anywhere from 120 to 140 for the rest of it. Skate safe, wear a helmet, drink some electrolytes. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll be out here tomorrow.